for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. Well, these are not the lineups that either team, Clark, thought they would have for this one. Big injuries to contend with on both sides.
And that happens sometimes during the course of a season, Kevin. It's actually a good test of your depth and your will, and it gives other guys an opportunity to step into the breach and show what they've got. Always interesting to see which guys will take advantage of a newfound opportunity.
Yeah, a lot of opportunity, you're right. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's McGee in at the 5. And for New Orleans, Redick and Ingram fill out the perimeter. Williams is out there with Hayes, and it's Holiday in at the 1. Now here's Ingram. 4 on the clock. Launches a 3, and Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist from Ingram. Holiday's got the first 3 points tonight for New Orleans. Holiday against Green. Caldwell Pope dishes to Green. To the middle. LeBron with the bucket.
LeBron can score from anywhere, but he's most effective close to the hoop. Very skilled in the paint.
Ingram outside. Pass to Redick. Knocked loose. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. LeBron outside. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Hayes. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Redick for 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Boy, the catch-and-shoot shot doesn't get any better than that. Redick on the money. ATM time.
Passes it to James. Dishes it to McGee. Here's Green. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. McGee, the pass to Davis. Goes back up. He can't hit that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Two teams in the bottom half of the conference as far as respect goes. They're both scratching and clawing to try to get a little more of that respect.
James misses.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New Orleans.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
That free throw, no good.
Well, I don't think it's been a secret. I mean, LeBron James hopes to become the greatest of all time. At least that's my perspective on it. Last season, he surpassed his idol, Michael Jordan, in career scoring. He called it one of the real pinnacles of his career.
And he can't hit the second. And you might think about what sets LeBron James apart among the all-time greats. He's the only player who's top 10 in both scoring and assists.
Well, I would even take it a little further, guys. His overall all-around brilliance is what truly separates him from the rest of the great players, because he's top 20 in steals as well as approaching top 50 in rebounds. That's remarkable, and he's done it from day one.
Now here's LeBron. He just worked San Antonio in that last game. And here's Green outside, and the Lakers get it back. Trying to get open is Davis. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
And Holiday kicks to Redick. Pass to Ingram. He dishes it to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Green. No points in the game yet for him. Outside, Davis. Back to James. From deep. No good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
And here's Holiday following the three-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The pass to Ingram. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Loads it up for Davis. Caldwell-Pope trying to break free. That's good from Davis on the assist by Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell-Pope. Love seeing that.
Back to Holiday. Kicks it to Redick. Here's Hayes. And the Pelicans miss again. And it's Davis with the ball for Los Angeles. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
New Orleans making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Caldwell-Pope finds James. Ingram against Caldwell-Pope. There's Green with the 3. Offensive rebound. He goes up again. Davis, the pass to McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Redick bounce pass. Williams kicks to ball. And just miss after miss right now. 3 on 3. Here's Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on J.J. Redick.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
First free throw is good. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
And both free throws good for Davis.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Lakers. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And checking out New Orleans. Right now, quite a ways down below.
And I think for New Orleans, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Yeah, and it's too bad, really unfortunate, because
Oh, my goodness!
Oh, yeah!
What a play!
Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
Hart kicks the ball. Pass to Melly. To the inside. Here's Hart. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Off target from the baseline.
Yeah, and the height disadvantage there forced him into a really tough shot. Tried to fade away, but just couldn't pull it off.
Second chance shot, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice job that time using that strong body of his inside. Once Howard has positioning, I think you got to wrap him up.
Clark, you love players that can put up double-doubles, and we've got a lot of them in the NBA.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. Joel Embiid comes to mind. You think about Anthony Davis. Who's on your list, Kevin? I know you cover the league so closely. Who else is in that group?
Well, I know at the top of the list was Andre Drummond at Detroit.
That's right. That's right. He had, he was about 80% of his games in the double-double ledger.
And Rudy Gobert, Utah, was up there as well, I think number 2. So we've got these big men helping in a lot of ways, which they need to do. So for the Pelicans, Okafor comes in for Hayes. And it's Jackson in for Ingram. And then for the Lakers, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Alex Caruso comes in for Danny Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for LeBron. And both free throws good for Howard.
And when you think of Howard, defense and rebounding immediately comes to mind. I mean, he knows his role and plays it pretty well.
Here's Hart. Back to Ball. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Here is Cook. He's covered by Ball. Cook, the pass to Davis. Here's Kuzma. And the Lakers with another miss. Pelicans trail by 3. Jackson looking around. Here's Okafor, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Well, I like seeing Okafor getting physical and drawing fouls in his attempt to get to the basket. I mean, for a guy this size, he poses a lot of problems for opposing defenses.
And that one misses.
Tell you, when it comes to low post scoring, Okafor is a legitimate beast inside. A player with a lot of upside.
He hits the second from the line. Los Angeles has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Howard up on top. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Davis. Just 5 on the clock. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Clock is at 3. Kuzma. Los Angeles with another miss.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Passes it to Ball. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Ball's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans. Outside, Davis. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion, you'll have periods like this.
And here's the fast break. Cook leading the way. Here's Caruso. Pelicans pull it in. Here's Hart. He kicks it to Jackson. And it's Okafor at the elbow. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Melly for the three. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. In third, the Lakers.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
And here are the Pelicans now. It's stolen. Caruso, the pass to Cook. Here's Caruso. Kuzma outside. Clock at 6. And Davis now top of the key. To end the drought. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Well, Anthony Davis has a nice high-arching jump shot. I love seeing him shoot it from here. Hard for the defense to match up with him. And, you know, with LeBron coming to L.A., the Lakers trying to speed up their timeline. I mean, the roster never quite got gelled. The end result, LeBron's first time outside the playoffs since 2005, which was his second season as a pro. That's a remarkable, remarkable run.
Outside Jackson. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Hart. He's guarded by Davis. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And when you look back on LeBron's first year in Los Angeles, Clark, how would you rate it?
Well, I think a mild disappointment, but remember now, before he got hurt, they were 4 or 5 games above 500, but the injuries, some other drama, really changes in the front office, instability led to a disappointing and frustrating season.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
That's good from Ball. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain. He can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one, starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
You know, Ball has proven he can pass and rebound the ball. He's a very impressive player. Now he just needs to add the shot and become more effective as a scorer.
Here's Rondo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Hart the pass to Okafor. 19 seconds left to play here in the first. Ball against Rondo. Ball kicks to Hart. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Down low. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Howard. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Drew Holiday. He's checked in for Ball. Los Angeles leading by 10. And here is Howard. The pass to Kuzma. Outside Rondo. Takes the three. Rebounded by Moore. New Orleans gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Hart, no good. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Howard in the post. Moore's there. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Okafor. Fades and shoots. And that one is off. And the Lakers take it the other way. Here's Kuzma. Pelicans with the rebound.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And again, no good by New Orleans.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Passes it to Okafor. Back to Holiday. From downtown, bangs home the trifecta. Holiday's got it back down to within single digits for the Pelicans. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his third foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Redick comes in for Josh Hart. And then for Los Angeles, LeBron comes in for Davis. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Alex Caruso. Kuzma passes to James. Over Williams. Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
An aggressive player who draws attention. Howard is used to getting hit by the defense and plays quite well through contact.
The Lakers have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And the first one drops. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Rondo with it. Williams picks him up. It's tipped. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, and it's sent back by Howard. Over in the corner, Caldwell-Pope. And the 3 off target. Pelicans trail by 8. Holiday dishes to Moore. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Holiday. Great D that time from Rondo. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Los Angeles with another miss.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Holiday against Rondo. The shot by Holiday, no good.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Caldwell-Pope passes to Rondo. Back to Caldwell Pope. Goes up on the high post. Good work there as it goes. Caldwell Pope's got 5 now.
Can't allow any separation off the screen. Caldwell Pope, very good at taking advantage of any space you give him.
Moore outside. And it's Hayes in the corner. Here's Holiday. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Dwight Howard.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
And he makes the first. And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Greg, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
Both free throws good from Holiday.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
James against Williams. Caldwell Pope outside. Pulls it up. They get it back. Here's McGee, and it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Rondo against Holiday. Caldwell Pope for 3. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Ingram.
You know, he hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the 1 in the first.
Holiday looking for an opening. Pulls up. Hayes trying to break free. And again, no good by New Orleans. And they're moving it up. Caldwell Pope against Ingram. McGee with it. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Rondo, good.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Redick for 3. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
LeBron outside. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
A moment here to look at the numbers for James. Just an incredible month of basketball. Right around 25 points per, 11 assists, and 7 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
And Holiday kicks to Ingram. Back to Holiday. Outside, Redick. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Back to Holiday. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Pass to Ingram. New Orleans moving it around. A 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And, you know, really, Ingram is consistent in nailing these perimeter shots. You got to get a hand up, or he's going to bury it every time.
James, the pass to McGee. Great D that time from Reddick. And it's Williams with the ball for New Orleans. Ingram outside. The pass to Reddick. And here's Hayes. To the middle. Holiday against McGee. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Kevin, let's take a look here to see where the Lakers rank in the NBA.
And going back to that top ranking in terms of block shots, for me, it's been pure dominance. Defensively, they have such great presence around the rim, and at times, that gets in your head.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Jackson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Ball subbed in for Drew Holiday.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. That's tipped. Here's Cook. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Hart, he's checked in for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Danny Green. Kuzma outside for three, and James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor's checked in. Pelicans trail by 9. Outside Jackson. Back to Ball. Pass to Hart. Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Ball no good.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Inside, Davis. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against New Orleans. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he can't get the first one. Do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decades.
And it's Ball in the corner. Lets it go with a 3. Kuzma pulls it in.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
1:51 left to play in the first half. Here's Davis. Buries the easy one. Davis has got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Feeds it to Ball. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Here is Cook. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Out to Kuzma. Back to LeBron. Fades away.
And he got off to a nice start, but has slowed down here in the second quarter.
Outside Jackson. 56 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 6 to shoot. They grab their own miss. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders for the last 10 games. Gosh, can these guys throw the ball around the court? Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. LeBron James, number 1.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
And he knocks down the first one.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Both free throws good for Okafor. Lakers leading by 10.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
You can't just heave it, though. I mean, it's got to be a quality shot.
Davis dishes to LeBron. He can't get that one, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Hart the pass to Jackson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Loads it up for Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Okafor, the pass to Jackson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Los Angeles, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, they had control in the first half. How were they able to do that?
Well, we turned the ball over, and our transition defense wasn't very good. We got to do a better job of executing, and we got to do a better job of just taking the shots that are available to us.
One thing at a time, get you back in. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 assist. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Got to give it to AD. Took control of offense, never let it go. Just becomes more patient and more confident in everything he does. Perennial MVP candidate.
And Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
I'd really like to see them attack the rim a little bit more. Change the game up, man. Generate some more easy baskets. Part of the reason they're behind is because they've been outclassed inside. They haven't been able to drive the ball, dish the ball. They need to pound it in the paint more if they want to win this basketball.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Lakers leading by 12. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. He's out there with Williams, and it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Davis. Williams kicks to Ingram. Shot clock at 5. Outside Holiday buries it from three-point range. Holiday's got 11 points.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
LeBron left side to the paint. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
The Lakers have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Holiday. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. First in steals, 6th in assists, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. And they double up Davis. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and the slam dunk by McGee.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
And Redick kicks to Holiday. Caldwell Pope against Ingram. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Pass to James. Over Holiday. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got 4 assists now tonight. Pelicans trail by 18. Ingram kicks to Holiday. Ingram against Caldwell Pope. And the wide open shot from Redick. Hands it from downtown. Redick's got 11 points.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed. And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's MO all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere. And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Holiday with the 3. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
Williams kicks to Ingram. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Holiday, the pass to Redick. It's stolen by Green. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Morris checked in for J.J. Redick. And the Lakers also making a switch. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. James looking around. There's the dish to Davis, and the shot goes in. Davis has got 21 in the game.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half, not like it was in the first.
And Holiday kicks to Moore. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Ingram passes to Hayes. A three-pointer is right on target. Hayes has got his second basket of the night.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Lakers. Now Howard. He has 5. Davis finds Caldwell Pope. Howard trying to free himself up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And these are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, showing you the top shooting teams in the league. That's the name of the game, putting the ball in the basket. In third, the Lakers.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
And that one falls for Davis. And so he hits both. Pelicans trail by 18. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Here's Holiday. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Down low, and Howard with the stuff.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Fires the 3. And Ingram with the basket on the assist from Moore. Ingram's got 6.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Holiday against Rondo. Here's Davis, but they recover it.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Ingram outside. Pass to Moore. Now here's Hayes. Outside Holiday. 5 to shoot. And here's Ingram from the arc. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Caldwell Pope passes to Rondo. Moore against Green. Here's Davis. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Howard trying to free himself up. And Danny Green hits from deep. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Moore outside. Holiday against Rondo. Outside Holiday. And the pass to Ingram. Williams trying to break free. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. The Lakers also changing it up. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Alex Caruso comes in for Danny Green. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Jackson. Okafor kicks to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Cook, the pass to Howard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
The first one falls.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Good on both. Here's Ball. He has 5. Outside Jackson. Back to Ball. On the wing, Jackson. Dishes it to Ball. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Looking to end the run. Kuzma pulls it in. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Jackson kicks to Hart. Pass the ball. Jacks up a 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Kuzma passes to Cook. Back to Kuzma from the arc. Here's Howard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jahlil Okafor. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. But for a while now, you and I were just talking, we've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of a league.
Well, you know your low post players are going to take a lot of trips to the foul line. So it helps to have big men who can drain free throws like this group can. 5th on the list, Anthony Davis.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
It really does. I mean, defenders have to be a little more cautious than they would be ordinarily. Hack one of these fellas, and they'll cash in.
Passes to Hart. trying to get something going, and the three ball is good. Hart's got 6.
One of Hart's favorite shots there, guys. Excellent recognizing when he has the room to pull the trigger.
Cook, the pass to Davis. Cook dishes to Davis. And they double up Davis. Pass to Caruso. Hits the three-point bomb. Caruso's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Inside, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Good vision that time by Ball. You leave somebody open around him, and he's going to get the ball to him.
Here is Cook. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Unloads from 9, and again it's the Lakers.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Back to Jackson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Back to Cook. There's the pass to Caruso. Now Davis. Poked loose, and so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Anthony Davis. Averaging 25 points per, 9 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his shot blocking and rim presence, really the backbone of their defense.
Yeah, you know, he's protecting the rim like it's his family. I mean, don't even think about going in there.
Ball, no good. LA has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Poked away. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Elbow shot is on the way. And that one is good. Caruso's got 5 points so far.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. They're really looking strong here.
Pass to Melly. 6 to shoot. Kicks to Ingram. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. From deep three-point range, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. LeBron against Ingram. And here is James. A 3-ball. No good. And so it's Los Angeles ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. JaVale McGee is out there with Jared Dudley. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caruso in at the 2 guard. Outside, Redick, just 5 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Redick.
And, you know, you want to keep seeing this from Kuzma, I think. Active, engaged, and being effective on the defensive end.
Clark, we hear a lot about the young basketball players in this country, the good ones playing in the AAU system. Is that the best way to develop talent for the NBA?
It's one of the better ways because the competition level is quite good across regions and throughout the country with these AAU teams. I think there's some great AAU programs and some tremendous benefits to participating in AAU basketball. Some things are better than others with it, but overall I think it's pretty solid.
Cook. Knocked away.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
Gray's shot is off. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And here they come. Here's Alexander Walker. Rebounded by Dudley. Here's Caruso. He's covered by Ingram.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. I mean, his long reach really allows him to come up with a good number of blocks.
The Lakers making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. Ingram against Dudley. Daniels with it. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Cook. There's the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Ingram's got his 4th rebound in this one. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
First one falls for him. Clark, last season we saw more of the global games series from the NBA. A couple games in Mexico, one in England. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it really is, because I actually 6 years ago had a chance to be with the Pacers in the global games in the Philippines, and then Taipei, Taiwan with the Rockets. Great experience for the players and the organizations. It's an additional level of travel, no doubt, about a week to 10 days where you're in another country, but it's great for the game and it's great for the fans in those countries.
Pass to Daniels. Beyond the arc. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Moore. Here's Melli. He's guarded by Dudley. Melli passes to Alexander Walker. Ingram kicks to Gray. And there's the pass to Moore. And a miss there on the triple. The Lakers have gotten off to a rough start in the 4th quarter here, going 0 for 4 so far. Horton Tucker's shot is off. Pelicans shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Moore inside. He's covered by Daniels. Count that bucket.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Right side, Rondo. Back to Daniels. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Gray. He's covered by Daniels. Ingram against Dudley. Here's Gray. Off target from outside. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. to the left side wing. Here's McGee. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Daniels. Here's Ingram.
Well, you know, last season ended early for Brandon Ingram. Thoracic outlet decompression surgery, TODS. Not something you hear every day, but thankfully a full recovery is expected.
No good on the free throw.
And you know, guys, for Ingram, the free throw line's been a trouble spot. Seems to me that he's not been able to get a consistent routine in approaching free throw shooting.
And he sinks the second. Now here's Rondo. Knocked loose. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And Ingram's thoracic outlet syndrome, the same issue that affected Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because that injury typically is seen and is more common in baseball players. For Ingram, an early diagnosis of blood clots, which could have ended his career, led to the discovery. You know, relatively speaking, the final result and conclusion, a relief.
Now Hayes. Five on the clock. That's tipped. From deep. Kept alive. Here's Williams. Hayes trying to break free. Williams can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Ingram passes to Holiday. Clarkakis inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology. If you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right, right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime. Lets it go from deep. The Lakers with the rebound.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Rondo passes to Caldwell Pope. Floats one up. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Doesn't go for him. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Holiday, the pass to Williams. And again, no good by New Orleans.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Rondo gets the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Bucket is good. Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
New Orleans has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Moore in the corner. Pulls up on the wing. Rebounded by McGee. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points, and it goes down 2 points.
You got to give respect to Caldwell Pope's mid-range jump shot. He's got the green light to take this shot, and that green light is always on.
Outside, Williams fires the three. The shot, no good. Kuzma with the defensive effort. To the inside, and it's McGee with the jam.
Boy, this is a night to remember for McGee, a force on the floor. You cannot overstate what a presence he's been tonight.
Outside, Holiday. On the wing, Williams. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Rondo dishes to Caldwell Pope. Out to Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. There's Green with the three. They get it again. McGee. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Clark, the max contract didn't exist when you were playing. Is it something that should be up for debate?
Well, it's a function of the economics of the league now, and in theory, there's some reasons why you have max contracts, because a guy has earned that opportunity, a way to keep a star player or a max contract player with the same team, I think is part of the reasoning behind it. I mean, debating it and talking about it is probably something that makes some sense. If you're thinking about getting rid of it, I'm not so sure.
Here's Gray. Passes it to Alexander Walker. It's Ingram on the wing. Right through the D for the layup.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Here is Cook. He kicks it to McGee. And here's Daniels. From deep three-point range, and the Lakers get it back.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
That's good from McGee. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although
right.
a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
Pass to Dudley. 1:36 left to play in the final quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. No good on that one. No luck that time either. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Cook looking it over. 23 seconds left in the game. Here's Howard. That shot off. Excellent D there from Okafor. Here's Alexander Walker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Howard with it. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, you know, before we started the game, you know, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. You know, we were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and, you know, our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.